I'll give it back. I probably won't give it back.
True, most honest stoner statement ever made.
I took your lighter. I'm not giving it back.
Psych. Oh my god.
It's mine now. Hello. Hello, Kimberly.
Hello, Elizabeth.
Oh, hello. Welcome to a very professional podcast with the two most professional Taurus ladies out there.
Oh, indubitably.
Oh my god. Okay, I am so stoked to have you here.
Thank you.
If you all don't know,
here.
this is Kimmy Tan.
The one.
But I hope you know, like, you're the most awesome person. I'm so excited for you to be here. How are you?
I am good. I'm really happy to be here. I love the studio, y'all. It's beautiful. The vibes are immaculate. And, these flowers are lit. We've been getting lit way before. So we are nice and well prepped for this podcast, y'all.
I would say we're very prepared. We're very prepared. Yes, we did some very serious work before this. Okay, so speaking of flowers, I, of course, had you on today because I'm sending you all the flowers. You're like an incredible inspiration, creator, tattoo artist. I mean, you're a CEO. You fucking do the shit. And a million things they didn't even, a singer, songwriter. I mean, just all the accolades. I so admire you. And I'm just so happy, and honored that you came on here today. And so I want to know, who are you sending flowers to?
Oh, well, I feel like life is life be lifing sometimes. And so today, if that is one of you, I'd like to send flowers to anyone listening to this right now that really didn't want to get out of bed this morning, but still did. I'm sending them all flowers. I'm sending you all flowers.
Life has been lifing lately, and especially like this full moon energy has been insane. Yeah. And literally right before this, we were just realizing the fact that we're both Tauruses. Mm-hmm. And I want to know, how has it been affecting you? Like, where is your energy at right now?
Ooh, well, I feel like for the past month or so, the past few months, it's just kind of been, just sort of like a lot has just been happening, and now it's finally to the part where it's starting to come together.
Yeah.
And it feels good. It feels like, finally all that when life wants to move you to a new place, it's always really confusing at first, and you're just like, trying to find your bearings and stuff. But, once everything starts to make sense, it's like, fuck yeah. So, it's summer, the sun's out,
yes.
Sun's setting later, we outside somewhat, I'm outside today hanging out with you. So
yeah,
it's a good day. And, we just all got to take it day by day and just appreciate the day for existing, because some people didn't get to wake up today.
I totally agree.
Wow, we started this podcast on a dark note. I'm sorry about that, y'all.
No, we can lighten it up. We
were talking about the full moon in Aquarius right before this, y'all, so that's why.
Yes. Well, but I think that the energy has also been, a little chaotic, but there's also been this wave of feminine energy. Like, we were just talking about the Barbie movie, mm-hmm. and we were talking about the Taylor Swift tour earlier, and apparently it literally caused an earthquake. The amount that people were stomping their feet and dancing, mm-hmm. it registered on the seismic scale.
What?
Isn't that wild? Yeah.
Yeah, what? That is crazy.
And so I think there's been this really cool wave of feminine energy, and I'm curious if you've been feeling that.
Ooh, well, I mean, I feel like it's been, there's definitely been a change in the past, I want to say year or so, where just, I guess when I go on TikTok and stuff, I have never seen so many how to live in your feminine energy, how to live in your divine feminine. That word I've been hearing a lot, and I've never heard that word or that term be used so much and be so a part of casual conversation as it has recently. And I don't know, maybe it's because around a year ago, I was still on the dating apps and stuff like that, and so my For You page, and we all know TikTok TikTok and Reels, they craft to your, you know, your interests and, you know, the sections of the internet that you go on. And so I was getting a lot of like dating advice, like type TikToks and Reels.
Yeah.
And a lot of them were always talking about, this is how you attract a masculine man. You need to live in your divine feminine. You need to be in your feminine to bring out the And I'm just like, wait, what? I have never, wait, what? This is, you know, okay, what? I'm intrigued. Excuse me? And then at first I thought it was like, oh, this is just some like wishy-washy, like hippie new age bullshit, whatever. But then like, I don't know, I started like thinking about it a little more. And even in Asian culture, like we have the yin and the yang, and that is supposed to represent like the feminine and masculine energy that lives within us, and to find the perfect balance of that within ourselves. And there's a little bit in the other, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And so, yeah, you know, balance all of that. And I feel like, at least this is where I'm getting for my, on my algorithm. If you're speaking about like in a relationship wise, and you're breaking down those roles, like right there, I definitely have been seeing a lot more of them. And because I feel like people are talking more about that, people are starting to act on it and think about it and, you know, move in that direction. Because I mean, hey, it worked for me.
Yeah.
So I have never felt more like in my feminine energy than I have in the last year. Do you know what I mean?
Yes.
Yeah.
Because also it's felt more even like a celebration of it.
Yes, I love that. Yes. Mm-hmm.
Like truly it has, because I feel like, at least for me personally, over the past few years, especially with the pandemic, I felt very in survivor mode.
Yes. Mm-hmm.
You know?
Yes.
And so when it comes to this period of life, I have felt more safe and secure, and like I know I can start to be a bit more in like a goofy, fun, more just a lighter energy, I think. And it's allowed me to be more forthcoming with like my identity and who I am and the person I want to be, rather than the person I feel like I have to be.
Yes. 1,000,000%. I know exactly what you're talking about. It's almost like you've learned how to take a step back and be more receptive to blessings and, you know, from God or the universe, or and that is a very feminine, that is a defining feminine trait, to be receptive. So that's awesome. That's beautiful.
But I see that in you too so much.
Thank you.
And I see that celebration. Like I feel like you've been on this immense journey, and just like, you know, your inner work is so revealed through your physical self.
Oh, thank you. That means so much to me. What? That is the most beautiful thing anyone said to me in a while. Wow.
Really? I mean, it's true.
Encouraging.
It's so true. And you know, I think like especially with like your fitness journey and how like vulnerable you've been in that. It's so, you know, I went to a workout class or two with you, and I'm like, damn, like, how does Kimmy stay motivated through all this?
Oh my gosh. I get that question a lot, and motivation is bullshit, to be honest. Like the whole concept of motivation, like motivation is a feeling. You know what I mean? And you cannot count on your feelings to like do something or make a change in your life, especially like a lifestyle change like I wanted to make. Me personally, I started my fitness journey because I had serious health problems. And so I dropped pretty much everything, just decided to make this huge 180 lifestyle switch. For the sake of my health, and it worked. So that's I feel like a whole nother like conversation like we can go into. But motivation, I don't feel motivated to work out every day. I really don't. No, dude, most days I don't want to go, bitch. I really, really fucking don't. I'm like, shit, I just want to fucking stay in bed. Totally. Like, it is so nice. But I just remember that I might not always feel like working out, but I never regret it. Like, I have never gone to the gym and like afterwards be like, oh, I wish I didn't go. Like, I always feel good. It is literally science, all the endorphins that you release and, you know, getting like that sunlight first thing in the morning and moving your body. Like, movement really is medicine.
Yes.
You know, we store so much trauma and so much anguish and so much just everything like in our bodies. We have to move to, you know, clear our minds and things. So I've sort of just like reframed how I think about like working out. It's not a chore. I don't want to think of it as a chore. I don't think of it as a chore anymore. I think of it as like something I like get to do because afterwards, like, I feel so good and I never regret it. And every single day that I do work out, I just have a great day because it's just starting your day off like feeling accomplished. I mean, I'm a morning workout person.
Yeah.
So
and not even accomplished, but like you did that for you.
Absolutely. Like they say like discipline is the highest form of self-care or self-love. And that shit is so true, bro. Like, it is something that you are doing purely and solely for yourself. Like, no one's forcing you to do it. And if you cheat out on any exercises or if you don't go, the only person you're doing a disservice to is yourself.
Yes.
So it's so rewarding too. Like, the gym is the only thing in the entire world. Like, you can't even say this about like investments or anything that you know 100% you are going to get back what you put into it.
That's a brilliant way to describe it. I mean, what has been then, you know, your biggest factor in building this discipline? Like, because even that is really hard to do. I mean, like, I struggle every day with, like, you know, those decisions and getting myself to the gym and being like, hey, like, I go through these sprints where I'm like, all right, I'm going to do this and like be in it. And then, you know, a life disruptor happens.
Yeah.
I have to travel a bunch. What brings you back to that place when you kind of get away from it a little bit?
I'd say I just remember, or I just think about how much I know that it's going to benefit me. And I'm not just talking about like the way I look, but just purely on just like the way I feel. And I feel like when I've made like a habit out of it. And so like I just don't like even really think about it. Like, I just like wake up and just immediately just go start putting gym clothes on and stuff like that. And then so like, I don't know, for me, like, I like romanticize the hell out of it. That's really it right there.
Tell me more about that.
I romanticize the fuck out of my morning ritual, out of my gym ritual. Like, I pretend like I'm in a movie. I am Barbie. This Barbie is going to the motherfucking gym, getting some gains, bitch. Yes. Wake up in the morning, put on that cute outfit that you were thinking about last night, you know, and, you know, do your hair, something cute. If you want to put makeup on, fucking do it. I do it. Shit. And like, you know, make it a whole thing. Like, yes, I'm going to walk this way and I'm going to play this song. And like, while the song is playing, I'm going to fucking walk down the street and pretend I'm in a music video. Like, you know, I romanticize every little bit of it. Like, I have my workout plan and like I have my little things I like about each part of it. Like, you know, I start off by going on the Stairmaster, and I pick the Stairmaster in my gym that's like has the most like sunlight and has like the best view.
Ooh.
And so like I play this one song and I'm just like, yes, I'm walking through the city. Like, you know, it's just like little small things like that. Like, I love that. But the biggest one, yes, new gym clothes. That'll get you motivated to go to the gym.
Okay.
Definitely.
I mean, you have the cutest sets. This is
Thank you.
your total main character moment. I love that. I think that's the best way to go about it. And I know you mentioned earlier, you know, about some health stuff, and you don't have to go, you know, too deep into it, whatever you're comfortable with. Of course,
Safe place here.
Yeah. Oh my gosh. And you know, like, I have my own health stuff. And so like, for me, like, and my endometriosis, I have horrible flare-ups. Like, my nerves, especially like all in that region, just are crazy. And there's so much, like you said earlier, trauma stored in our body. That area is so receptive to that. And it's crazy. And I know that the other night, you were on a live stream and you were talking about Pap smears.
Yes.
And I was like literally screaming at my computer like, yes, they are fucking awful.
That was the worst motherfucking pain. I had to have headphones in. They were laughing at me. They were laughing. I mean, like, they were outwardly laughing at me, but like, they were kind of like, is that really like necessary, you know, kind of, or like, whoa, I've never seen anyone like act like that before. But for me, like, I need the way to get me out of like pain, especially right there, if we're talking about like a dental like extraction, if we're talking about like getting a facial where they squeeze all your pimples and it's really painful, music, that'll just take me out of it. So, but even through the music, I was so painful.
Yeah.
It was so painful. And you know, every woman is different. You know, I've spoken to other women in my life and, you know, they were like, oh, it's a pinch, but it's not that bad. But
no,
also those women have given birth. And so when you compare anything to birth, I'm like, I kind of don't really trust your opinion because, you know, that your body is going through more Dell units of pain than the body is supposed to handle. So I don't even, oh my God. Yeah.
I don't trust your opinion.
Okay. I don't trust you when you tell me something doesn't hurt because you have pushed humans out of your body. I don't, you know, like until I go through that myself, everything ain't shit. Like
that is so funny. Oh yeah, I mean it's true though. Like it's crazy. I mean when I had my Pap smear done and then an IUD too is like all these things and it's done with the most archaic tools. Like
medieval torture
tools. I'm literally gonna put in, like, for all my video watchers and my audio listeners, please go to the video or just Google what are they?
Scapulas?
Scapulas and all this shit or whatever.
Is that
it's literally a medieval name. Yeah.
Is it the one that goes?
It's the cheek spreader, but the front cheeks.
The lips.
It's the front lips. It's the front lip spreader.
The lips between your hips. Can you keep a secret? Like, I was explaining to my boyfriend, like, what a Pap smear is. And he was, like, horrified. He was like, wait, what? Wait, what? Like, you know, like, I would, oh, my gosh. Is it, people are telling me, like, different, like, we're telling me different things at the doctors, but, one of the things they do is they get basically, like, to get a sample of your cervix, they basically, like, punch a hole. And so I read a story online that this girl, she had a male doctor and he missed. And so he had to do it twice. So
my uterus just crawled into my fucking throat.
God, they're like, oh yeah, we're just collecting a sample, as if they're just like swabbing a little cotton swab or something. No, that's what I thought it was at first, but no, they like punch a little like.
I didn't know they punch a hole though. I knew they did. I mean, I know they're going up there and doing something, but like.
Okay, wait. Don't you know? Double, triple check. You know, that may be a very archaic way of putting it. I'm sure if a doctor was listening to this, they're like, okay, bluntly put, yeah, like, but it's like, but okay. Oh my God, I was so like tense and so nervous. Like
I'm literally so tense right now.
Like my knees kept on like going together and I was like sliding off the table and stuff. And like to the point where like afterwards, after everything, she was like, and she was really nice. I had a really, really great doctor. But she was like, so you have a very tight pelvic floor, or like very like your walls are very thick, or like something like that. Mm-hmm. And then I'm just like, maybe that might have been because I was in so much pain. I was like clenching so hard. I was like, I couldn't even, I was telling myself through the loud dubstep in my ear, the dubstep metal in my ear, like, okay, stay still. This is a medical thing. They are just doing their job. You have to stay still. And I thought I was doing a good job, but she was like, no, you were like, you were basically like, no, you were clenching really hard. But no, she basically told me that like, as if like, okay, so this is the issue. This is one of your issues.
Yeah.
So, and she, oh my God, she was like, yeah, so here's some like pelvic floor exercises that you can do to like loosen your and your floor and all of that. And I'm just like, is this, I can't tell if this is an actual problem or because I was just so like nervous. I was like, oh my God, fuck me. Like, no. Oh my God. it was intense, but it was over. It was over quick. I mean, I haven't had an IUD though. I heard that my best friend has
crazy.
one. And
it's crazy.
How was that?
Oh, I mean, I literally screamed.
Really?
Because they didn't tell me also to take an Advil before, which, I mean, would have done fucking nothing, by the way.
Yeah.
For anyone who doesn't know what an IUD is, it's birth control that you essentially like attach up into your cervix and it just lives there.
Yep.
And I thought that this was going to be an easier form of birth control. And so
I know.
Literally,
I know.
it's
My
like
uterus
PTSD,
is
like
like
thinking about it.
I know.
And so I'm sorry for anyone who's listening that has also had this done who's like, oh my God, I hated this moment. Because they spread your legs, they have this thing, and they go, okay, cough for me. And they shove it up there somehow.
Cough for...
And I literally go...
Like
I
a
literally
motherfucking
go,
cavity search? Like,
no,
spread your
literally.
cheeks? Like, oh.
Yes. And they were like... I go... ah! And like just... like bloody murder yell, and they were like totally unfazed and just go, okay, like you're done. Most patients like to, you know, sit in here for a little bit afterward. And I was like, and cry.
PTSD.
And
like, did you put a blanket over them? Like, give them some hot tea.
It's crazy. And so I then, you know, I'm the type of person who really doesn't like to be in public in discomfort. And so I was like, I need my bed. Like, I want, like, you know, my heating pad and, like, to just smoke a fuckload of weed and eat all the edibles and just go to sleep and pretend this never happened. And I, like, thought I had to go. I told my work I was coming back. Like, what? I could never. And so I like call the Uber. I'm calling my boyfriend. I'm just sobbing. And he's like, oh my God, what'd they do to you? Like, and he's like, do you need me to pick you up? I was like, no, I'm just getting an Uber now and I have to go home. It was so bad. And so I'm sending so much love to anyone who else has had to go through this. My second IUD actually was put in while I was under from a surgery. The second, I know. I know.
Wait.
I know.
What? Oh, right.
Because they like expire.
Right. Oh,
and
gotcha.
so
I thought you meant like at the same time. I'm like, wait, what? You need like extra.
No,
like, my boyfriend's sperm is powerful,
so
bitch. Nothing's getting through this. No.
We need multiple walls.
No, don't do that. Don't do that. Oh my God.
No, you're doing so much pain. No. So the after it expired or whatever, which is also crazy. And so yeah, now we're vibing. And I'm just like, oh my God, what do I do when I have to like get this out or get another one?
Yeah.
Because it's just so crazy painful. And so all of these things though are so archaic. I mean, like women's health is just crazy.
Oh my God.
How have you been?
Bitch. Oh my God. Wait, so how long did it take for you to like heal from that?
Which one?
Like generally, like the average, like how long were you
so
out
the IUD,
for?
I mean, it was like 2 or 3 days and the cramps were really horrible.
Yeah.
And they say that, because something I was really concerned about, not to freak people out, but your body can like reject it. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
And I know, I actually have a friend whose like uterus basically did reject it.
Oh,
and so you have to like go in and officially get it like, you know, removed, and your body just doesn't accept like, because it's a foreign object that you're like sticking up there.
Yeah. Oh my God. That is. Oh, did you get the hormonal kind or the copper kind?
I got the hormonal kind.
Oh, okay.
And it's crazy. I've been debating what to do.
Well, do you feel like it's helped?
That's the thing, I don't know, because
it's been
It's just been so long, and so I have been considering kind of like taking it out and just freeballing it. But I mean, the last time I wasn't on any birth control, it was mixed feelings. Like I did feel like completely me, but my periods were really bad. And so it's a double-edged sword, especially with like endo or like PCOS, all that stuff.
Oh, yeah.
Because like then you're playing this game of like you're trying to stop the period, but then you also want the other benefits of birth control and things. But like also just kind of when I personally, you know, to each their own, but like when I personally am not on any birth control, I do think I feel the most myself.
Mm-hmm.
Does that make sense? What do
Oh,
you think?
bitch.
What's your like birth control situation,
Oh
if you don't
my
mind
God.
sharing?
Yo, like when like me without any birth control, without anything, when I am like drug free,
Mm-hmm.
the first 10 days of my follicular phase or during my follicular phase, I am the most powerful woman on earth. I feel like the goddess I was fucking meant to be.
Exactly.
I feel so powerful. I feel like I am on top of the world. I can do anything and still truly like so genuinely myself. And I get this like, you know, like glimmer of hope, like, yes, if I just keep this going, blah, 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 and everything's going great. And then boom, luteal bitch is here. All of a sudden, I hate everybody and I want to die. Like, dead ass. And I'm just like, I'm so sensitive to everything. Like, shout out to my boyfriend who like deals with all my shit during that time because, oh my God, like I look back after my luteal phase is over and I'm just like, that's embarrassing. That's really embarrassing. No,
Who
dead
is
ass.
she?
No, dead ass. Like,
Who
I
is
think
her?
back
We
at
don't
my
know
actions and I'm
her.
just like, I am so sorry, baby. And like, and it's so bad because like my boyfriend's literally like the sweetest, like best person
He's
like
the
in the
best.
world. Oh, that you took his. That's right. We worked out together.
He's the best.
He's great.
So nice.
And oh my gosh, oh my God, he takes care of me so good, especially when I'm like, you know, in my heavy luteal.
Yeah.
And for me, it's also, I get it like really bad. Like the pains, nowhere near as bad as like endo actual pain, but like,
Pain is pain, and it doesn't feel good.
It's horrible. I'm like decapitated. Like there are many moments where, you know, not only am I just like literally frozen in one position because the pain is so bad I cannot even move an inch, and I'm just like crying, screaming, like while standing up. My boyfriend can't do anything, can't even touch me because it's so painful.
Yeah.
That and like, just everything, back pain, headaches, everything.
Mm-hmm.
But it's really like my mood that like takes like the biggest hit. Like during my last luteal phase, I remember I was sobbing to my boyfriend and I was like, being a woman is a scam. I only get 10 days out of 30 that I am able to, so how? And then like, you know, and he's like, but that just like proves like how amazing you are because like you are still able to get things done. And like, you know, if men had to go through the same thing, like they wouldn't last a single day. And I'm like, yeah, but being a woman is still a scam. This is bullshit. And then to stop the periods, then I have to like take birth control. That comes with other side effects. I hate this. No, God, like, you know, I don't, you know. But then like the second I'm like out of that, I'm like, who that bitch? Oh, no tears over here.
Yeah.
Like, you know.
Yes.
And it's like it's crazy, like the contrast. And so because of that, I also get like really bad acne when I'm on my period and stuff. And so recently I started looking into birth control to, you know, try to ease all of that. And you know, acne is like the number one thing, like, you know, a lot of like hormonal birth control is prescribed for.
Yes.
And something about, you know, just hacking your body basically and, you know, giving you the right amount of hormones. I'm just trying to be in follicular all the time. I'm trying to hack that with birth control.
Right?
That's what I'm trying to do because like I will be the most unstoppable person on earth and I can actually do the shit that I actually have to do without, because girl, it's so bad.
Like, same. And I'm sure everyone watching this that has a uterus would agree.
This shit is whack. And, okay, so, I'm sorry.
No.
So I recently just got off birth control, but I decided to try it out for a month. And bitch, I was robbed of a follicular phase because of birth control. It made me so depressed, but I also know that like you have to, you know, try out different ones to find the one that's right for you. And side effects are normal. You just gotta wait 3 months to see the full effects. So you're saying I have to just suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer and suffer. No, I have shit to do. I don't have time for this. Like, you know what I'm saying? I have a family to motherfucking support. Not like my kids or anything, like my parents, like, no, I don't have time for this. No, this is bullshit. All this like anxiety, depression, mood swing shit. Pain shit. I don't have time for it. So I'm trying to hack that. But girl, oh my God, I was so miserable. I've been so miserable for the past month. But now finally I'm feeling so much better because I got off it. And I'm like, yes, actually, finally, yes.
Mhm.
Maybe that specific medicine was just like not the right one for me, because I know like a ton of women who like found their perfect like
Mhm.
birth control cocktail or hormone cocktail,
Exactly.
and it saved their lives. It's great, you know? And so I'm like, okay, it works for some people. I just have to find the right one, and that's where I'm at right now. I'm like, I don't know. And my best friend saying get the IUD, and
it's really, it's all like a journey. There's no
Mhm.
one size fits all.
right.
And it's just this, and it does take so much time. And we get so fucked because I remember the biggest scam, like, oh my God, what are the biggest scams of being a woman? I can think of so many. Well, okay, here's a great one, that when you start your cycle, that is the countdown until your next cycle.
Oh,
So
that's
it's
so true.
not
Yo, I
when
never
your
thought about it
period
that way.
ends. So if your period lasts a really long time, it doesn't matter. That's your 20 whatever days. And then you're in it. You're in it again. And it's like, whoop-de-doo, here we go. We're back.
Oh my
I'm
gosh.
back.
Oh my gosh, yo, I never thought of it that way. That just changed the framework of how I think about my
Scam.
Yo,
Scam.
what the heck, bro? And it's like every month, all your uterus is doing. It's like, pregnancy. Yeah, pregnancy. Oh, no. Oh, never mind.
Never mind. Goodbye.
Okay, goodbye.
Goodbye.
Oh, pregnancy. Never mind. And it's like, okay, oh my God, is this where all those red pill podcast motherfuckers get it from? Because it's biology. The only point of women is to get pregnant.
It's
no, that's just a side
crazy.
superpower, bitch.
It is
It's just a side
it is-
superpower.
I love that take. Side,
A side
superpower.
Okay. It is not my sole purpose on this earth. It's just something I can fucking do. Boom. Like.
I just had to clap at that. I felt so, I just really like, we have to put that on can you put that on a t-shirt? I would buy that like immediately. Bumper sticker.
Right. It's just a side, it's a side superpower.
It's such a scam. And then also, I'm now mind blown because so many biohacking, body hacking things and ideas are around a man's body.
Even the 9 to 5 concept. The concept of a 9 to 5 follows a man's hormone cycle where it spikes in the morning and depletes later.
Well, and they have so much more testosterone.
Yeah, they run on a 24-hour cycle rather than 28 days.
We get a blip.
And
we just get a little,
bitch.
like, a testosterone. We get a little, like, meh.
And we still out here. We literally still motherfucking out here.
Join us next week for part 2 of Kimmy Tan on Send Us Flowers.
Hello, fitness professor.
Fitness professor.
Oh, yes.
Because it's like, why would I want to hurt my own feelings? I found my people. I belonged somewhere because I didn't really have the best time at school making friends and stuff. I lived on the internet from a very young age. I had that realization like, music it's not where my passion is. Just because you can draw doesn't mean you can be a tattoo artist.